Did Washington just make the right call for America? Graham's death ignites GOP scramble for Senate seat as Trump hints he already has a favorite gov. Henry McMaster must appoint a temporary replacement, as Trump says he has someone in mind for the South Carolina Senate special election. Here's everything we know so far. Political analysts say this development could have major consequences heading into the next election cycle. Stay with us for the full story and more breaking news throughout the day. This story was reported by Fox News Politics. For daily U.S. political news, subscribe to Global News Digest. This NFL story broke minutes ago and fans are going wild. Seahawks to be sold for NFL record $9.6 billion, who bought the team and why billions will go to charity. The historic price tag smashes the previous NFL record set just 3 years ago. Let's break this down quickly. NFL insiders say this development will have major implications for the rest of the season and possibly beyond. We will continue to monitor this story and bring you updates as they become available. This story was reported by CBS Sports NFL. Stay on top of the football season. Follow us for daily coverage.
Is this the biggest MLB move of the year? 2026 MLB Draft Tracker results. Full list of 613 draft picks, analysis of every team's first-round selection. The 2026 MLB Draft wrapped up on Sunday, and we have the name of every player drafted. Here are the key details. Teams across the league are reacting as this story continues to develop. This is one of the top stories we are watching closely today across the United States. This story was reported by CBS Sports MLB. More MLB headlines every day. Subscribe now.
Every American with a bank account needs to hear this. Kevin Warsh names members of his Federal Reserve task forces, including Mark Andreessen. Doug McMillon, Federal Reserve Chairman Kevin Warsh on Thursday released names of the experts who will comprise 5 task forces to examine the institution's operations. This is why it matters. Financial analysts are closely watching how this develops and what it means for markets and everyday investors. Our team is tracking every development as this story continues to unfold in real time. This story was reported by CNBC Economy. For daily market and financial news, subscribe to Global News Digest.
The Federal Reserve just made a decision that affects your money. Sen. Lindsey Graham, influential lawmaker and Trump ally, dies at 71 after a brief illness. Graham, a prominent Republican senator from South Carolina, had just returned from a trip to Ukraine. Here's what's actually happening. This story is moving markets and has significant implications for the U.S. economy and consumer spending. Follow along as we cover the key details, the background, and what happens next. This story was reported by CNBC Top News. Stay on top of your money. Follow Global News Digest for daily finance updates. Your retirement account could be impacted by this news. Graham's death complicates myriad GOP goals in Congress. South Carolina Republican Sen. Lindsey Graham died unexpectedly at 71. The key facts you need to know. Investors and traders on Wall Street are reacting quickly as this situation continues to unfold. This is a developing story, and we expect more information to emerge in the coming hours. This story was reported by CNBC Top News. Don't miss tomorrow's financial headlines. Subscribe now.
Did Washington just make the right call for America? How longtime GOP Senator Lindsey Graham went from critic to ally of President Trump. Longtime Republican Sen. Lindsey Graham has died at the age of 71. The foreign policy hawk and former critic turned ally of President Trump was running for re-election in South Carolina. Here's everything we know so far. Political analysts say this development could have major consequences heading into the next election cycle. Stay with us for the full story and more breaking news throughout the day. This story was reported by NPR Politics. For daily U.S. political news, subscribe to Global News Digest.
This White House decision is affecting your daily life right now. Graham death sends shockwaves through Senate. The sudden death of Sen. Lindsey Graham, RSC, on Saturday sent shockwaves through the Senate as the upper chamber lost a 23-year veteran who shaped debate on a litany of foreign and domestic policy items. Graham died on Saturday from a brief and sudden illness, his office said early Sunday. The chief medical examiner of Let's Break This Down Quickly. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are responding as the situation continues to develop in Washington. We will continue to monitor this story and bring you updates as they become available. This story was reported by The Hill. Stay informed on what Washington is doing. Follow us for updates.
Big tech just made a move that affects you personally. Lorde says Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses are not sexy. Lorde was performing at the Real Cool Festival in Madrid on Thursday and took some time during her set to speak out against AI glasses. While she didn't specify any brands in particular, it's likely she was taking a shot at festival sponsor Ray-Ban, which has collaborated with Meta on a pair of AI smart glasses. Here are the key details. Users and developers worldwide are already reacting to what this means for the future of technology. This is one of the top stories we are watching closely today across the United States. This story was reported by The Verge. More technology headlines every day. Subscribe so you don't miss them. Every baseball fan in America is talking about this today. MLB rumors, Rays may be big buyers, Mariners ready to move starter, Mets trade candidate could be off table, the trade deadline is just a few weeks away. This is why it matters. Baseball fans and sports analysts say this story will define the rest of the season. Our team is tracking every development as this story continues to unfold in real time. This story was reported by CBS Sports MLB. For daily MLB news and baseball updates, subscribe to Global News Digest.